Pregame information.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Day 6 at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament at Altamont. I'm Greg Sapp, Matt Robinson alongside, and Gail Warner back at the studios. And here, Wayne Moran taking care of video streaming activity. And we have 4 for you today to wrap up this 85th tournament. We'll start with the 7th place game as the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles will do battle with the Windsor Stew Straws Comets. After that, it'll be the consolation championship game as the North Clay Cardinals do battle with the South Central Cougars. I call it the geographical game, North Clay and South Central. Third place games at 2:30 between Neoga and Dietrich. And the championship tonight at 7:30 as the St. Anthony Bulldogs take on the Altamont Indians. So those 4 for you today on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. And Wayne, I think, ready over there, ready to go. Matt, it's been quite a week.
It certainly has been. We've seen a lot of close games and some games that got out of hand, so to speak. But all in all, a very competitive week of basketball. And that's what you're used to seeing here at the National Trail Conference Tournament. And I think this final day has always proved to be very competitive throughout the day. Some of the best games have come in these consolation bracket games, in the third place game, and it's a fun atmosphere even in the afternoon, but it'll be a whole lot of fun tonight as well when this big gym gets rocking for that championship matchup.
I sure think we're going to have a great crowd here tonight for that championship game, but these games are mighty important too. You'd love to get out of here that your last game of the tournament is a win, and you have teams here. All 8 teams that are playing today are in double figures with wins. That's pretty special.
It certainly is. I mean, it shows you the strength of the conference when these teams step out of conference and play other opponents. But you look at these 2 teams in particular, it's an interesting road that they had to take here. This is the 4th game of the week for both of these ball clubs. And, you'd rather be playing than practicing, and that's what the kids will tell you. Windsor Stew Straws in particular playing 3 straight days. So it'll be interesting to see how these 2 clubs get going here on this Saturday morning.
Windsor Stew Straws and St. Elmo Brownstown, 2 veteran coaches, and Greg Fiesel and Bob Lockhart, and they just know more about basketball or forgotten more about basketball than I ever knew. And this will just be a lot of fun seeing these 2 veterans go at each other.
They were talking downstairs earlier, and they said, well, why don't we just pull our chairs together and just sit down and talk this out while the game's going on? And you can definitely see these veteran coaches doing that sort of thing and really enjoying it in a sense. But don't you think for a second that they're not going to be competing hard for their kids and trying to get them another win here at the NTC tournament.
Without a doubt. Let's take a break. We'll look at more pregame information on this one. St. Elmo Brownstown and Windsor Stew Straws on the way in 90 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Altamont Community High School, getting ready for the 7th place game of the tournament as the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles do battle with the Windsor's Two Straws Hatchets. Here's how these teams got here. It all started way back on Monday for some of these teams. St. Elmo Brownstown played on Monday night and beat CHBC 72-38. That moved them to Tuesday night, where St. Anthony defeated the Eagles 57-28. So that sent the Eagles to the left side of the bracket, and they lost to North Clay 64-47. So that's how they end up at this game. And in action against the Hatchets this morning. As far as Windsor's Two Straws, they didn't play their first game till Wednesday, but they're making up for lost time, as Altamont defeated Windsor's Two Straws Wednesday 64-30. Windsor then had to turn around and beat CHBC Thursday night 63-34. And then last night, South Central beat Windsor's Two Straws 37-27. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Windsor's Two Straws plays every day. They didn't start till Wednesday, but yes, they're making up for lost time. Be their 4th game in as many days. So that's how things shape up for this one, is how the teams got to this contest. They both have talented ball clubs. Josh Zink I'm talking about North Clay, but they both have talented ball clubs. Bob Lockhart and Greg Fiesel have had good runs in this tournament. Of course, I've known Bob since forever, and he and I are still the same age. I don't know how he stayed so young. Coaching must be good for you, because he's doing great. Greg Fiesel, I remember when he played for the Eagles in the 80s, so a long history with both of these guys. That's one reason why I like this tournament, is the history, but also the people and the contacts you make.
Oh, absolutely. It's the best part of being around the game of basketball. You get to see a great sport. You get to see kids compete hard every night, and you also get to meet a lot of interesting people. And, and those relationships are special to these kids. You know, the teammates that they have now, they'll be friends and know and have things to talk about with their teammates for the rest of their lives. And some of it is stuff that doesn't happen on the court, and some of that's the best stuff of all. Yeah. And then they also make relationships with their opponents, and it's fun to see that develop over the years as well.
And these guys, a lot of them are on travel teams and things like that, and so they end up playing together. Mm-hmm. And lifelong friendships can happen. They go to the same college, and hey, I remember you got 20 on us one night and all that stuff. So it's just a great fraternity and sorority if you're girls basketball fans. So it's just a great thing. Glad we can be a part of it again this year. I just flash forward to the championship game one time. 7:30 is the start time on that one tonight. 6:45 the gates will open, and there should be tickets available. And St. Anthony, for that game, was going to sell tickets this morning at the high school at St. Anthony till 12:30. So Bulldogs fans, if you don't have a ticket, you can still go by there, check before 12:30 about ticket availability. Altamont had one more hour of sales between 10 and 11 this morning, but there are people here, so if there's a ticket laying around and Altamont's allotment is still available, check here at the high school, and you can get that taken care of ahead of time. So just wanted to mention that. If you're planning for the big game tonight, and it ought to be a dandy, number 1 and number 2 end up playing each other after the big comeback by Altamont last night to defeat Dietrich. And I'm going to be interesting to see how Dietrich and Neoga come out this afternoon, because neither one of them going to be playing for 3rd place today. Josh and I talked about that some on the postgame show last night, but and he raised the point. But there'll be plenty of time to regroup. And then North Clay and South Central, that ought to be a fun one. It's going to be a great day. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll give you the starting lineups for Game 1. It'll be St. Elmo Brownstown and Windsor's Two Straws on the way in 90 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
We're back at Altamont just in time for the national anthem, and we're asked to stand. And we have an ensemble from Altamont Community High School who are going to honor America with our national anthem. Yeah, you got to wait for the finish there where they all have their own note there. Nice job.
Mason Kurtz, Abby Moore, Kristen Klein, and Christina French sang the national anthem today.
Really nice rendition. Thanks, guys and gals, for sharing as we honor America. I'll bet Matt Robinson has some starting lineups for us for this one.
Well, let's take a look at them. First for the visitors, Bob Lockhart's Windsor Stew Straws Hatchets. They're 10-14 on the season. They will start the same five they've started throughout the week. Of Jordan Wittenberg, the 6'1 freshman, wears number 24. He has 33 tournament points over the 3 games they've played thus far. Parker Domzalski, a 5'8 senior, wears number 11. Just 4 tournament points, but he means a lot to this club, running the point for the Hatchets. Samuel Vonderheid, a 6'1 sophomore, wears number 20. He has 23 tournament points thus far. He'll play a forward spot, along with Gavin Wernzine, a 6' sophomore, wears number 44. Wernzine with 30 tournament points thus far. And rounding out the lineup is Austin Wittenberg. He's a 6' freshman, number 13, 17 tournament points for the Hatchets.
Excuse me.
For the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles, under head coach Craig Fiesel, they are 13-9 on the season. They will send out the same lineup they did the other night. It'll be Andy Goldsboro, the 6'1 senior, wearing number 23. He has 32 tournament points thus far. He'll be joined by Brighton Pruitt, the 5'10 senior, wears number 4 with 23 tournament points. The man in the middle is Jacob Barron. He's a 6'5 senior, number 50, 25 tournament points. He'll be joined by 5'10 sophomore Gavin Smith. Smith with 26 tournament points over their 3 games thus far. And rounding out the lineup will once again be Jackson Tisch. He's a 6'2 junior, number 24. Tisch with 9 tournament points thus far. And once again, missing from the lineup for the Eagles is Jace McWhorter. He had that surgery earlier in the week, and he is dressed and here, but according to coaches, he is not going to play in this one today.
Adina Beccu update from St. Louis Children's Hospital. Good morning, Greg and Matt. Thanks for all the hard work this week. Unable to attend, so this is the next best thing. Go Eagles. Good luck to the Indians tonight. So Dina down there with she and Ryan's child, and things are better. So
trending in the right direction.
Hope they'll be home soon.
Well, looks like we're about set for action. The officials, Tim Irvin, Ron Rodbecker, and Todd Maxwell. Toss is in the air, and it's controlled eventually by Pruitt. He had to almost go to the Windsor Stew Straws Hatchets basket to get it. He'll bring it up court, and we're underway as the Hatchets pick up in a man-to-man. Tisch has it on the wing, out to Goldsboro, center circle. They swing it left side to Pruitt. Pruitt looks inside, posted up as Barron, double team quickly. Got it to Pruitt in the corner. He drives into the lane, flips up a little runner, shot no good. Rebound saved by Smith. Great rebound as he got it to Goldsboro, and Goldsboro sticks it up and in.
Nice job around the basket. A lot of action.
30 seconds into the contest, the Eagles pick up in the man-to-man as the Hatchets have their first time with the ball. Austin Wittenberg bounces it high post to Vonderheide, back to Wittenberg. He circles to the left side where he leaves it with Wernzing. Wernzing drives baseline, leans in, shot no good, rebound Barron. He picks it out of there and hands it off to Goldsboro. Goldsboro leaves it with Pruitt, and Pruitt will set things up from the center circle. 2-0, St. Elmo Brownstown as they have it on the left side with Smith. Out top to Barron, over to Pruitt, into a posting Goldsboro. He turns, shot up no good, but he got hit from behind, and Andy Goldsboro heads to the line for a couple.
Nice job of spinning off the defender, and that defender trying to catch up. Samuel Vonderheide gets called for the foul.
So a minute into the ball game, the Eagles looking to add to their advantage. Free throw up, around and off, no good.
That's just what his shot did.
Yeah. Here's the next from Andy. It's up, and this one is good. So he has all three of the points early in the contest.
I don't think that will last.
I doubt it. Hatchett sent it up to Vonderheide. Vonderheide in the corner lost it as he brought it out to the top of the key. Picked up by Tisch. Tisch pass up court is intercepted. Good job of getting back by Jordan Wittenberg. So a turnover apiece here as Domzalski sets the offense. Goes to Vonderheide left wing. Gets it back out top to Wernzing. Pass was tipped. It goes into backcourt. Wernzing is able to control.
Like it. Both these teams being real active on defense.
Domzalski finds Vonderheide in the corner. Gets it back out to Domzalski. They swing it around the perimeter. And they look inside for Vonderheide, who's double teamed. Tough catch in a crowd, but then he had it stripped by Tisch.
He says, thanks a lot for that pass.
Tisch runs it up court. Got it to Goldsboro on the left side. Squares up for a 12-footer. It's short. Barron there for the rebound. Muscles up for a shot. It's no good. This rebound is tipped out and taken by Wittenberg. Austin on the run. Brings it up the right side into the defense. Shot, though, left short. And the rebound, Gavin Smith for St. Elmo Brownstown. He'll bring it up the left side. Gets all the way in. Lays it up. Too strong. Vonderheide with the rebound, but his momentum forced him to take an extra step. And so it'll stay with the Eagles under their basket.
See, here's the deal now. This is 3 turnovers on the Hatchets already. This has been their problem the whole week. Let's see if they can turn the screws down a little here and not turn the ball over so much.
Eagles swing the inbounds pass around the perimeter now as they get it back out top to Smith. Smith backs out to the center circle, goes to Pruitt. Pruitt right back to Smith. He's out top with it. Now crosses over, goes to the left side, steps to the baseline, a little shot fake. And he passes it out to Tisch, into Goldsboro. Turnaround shot in the lane is good.
Boy, they've been going to Goldsboro. That's job 1 for the Eagles.
He has 5 early points, and we've got a 30-second timeout with 5:28 to play in the first quarter. It's St. Elmo Brownstown 5. Hatchets nothing. NTC tournament action on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
5:20 on the first quarter clock as we're back to action here at Altamont. Windsor Sioux Straws took the timeout. They're working it around the perimeter. Domzalski fires up a 3 from the corner. No good. Goldsboro has the Eagle rebound. He'll bring it up toward himself. Crosses the timeline at the center circle. Lob in for Barons. Barons makes a catch and sticks it up and in.
Nice job of getting a good angle on that layup. He was right under the basket when he got the catch, adjusted and got it.
Jacob Barron's first 2 points makes it 7-0. Wernzing handling out top, leaves it with Vonderheide. They get in the corner to Domzalski, around to Vonderheide, now to Austin Wittenberg. He drives the left side, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound, Jacob Barron. You're not going to get it from him. He gets it off up court to Pruitt, and Pruitt crosses the timeline and sets the offense.
Barron has 3 boards already.
Jacob comes, gets the pass way out top. He's holding it high. Now sends it over to Tisch. Tisch looks for the cutter. That's Goldsboro. He's wide open. Layup is good.
Coach Lockhart did not enjoy that.
And he's going to take another timeout with 4:22 to play in the first quarter. 9-0, the advantage for St. Elmo Brownstown, and we'll be back in another 30 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
9-0 run to start the ball game. 4:22 left in the first quarter. Windsor Sioux Straws has taken a couple of timeouts, but you don't want to get down early. Bob Lockhart's doing what he can to help his club.
He says these timeouts aren't going to do me much good if we get farther down than this.
So the Hatchets work it inside to Wernsing. Back to the basket. Draws a crowd. Gets it out of trouble. They swing it around the perimeter to Jordan Wittenberg. Three from the right wing. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Vonderheide touched it last as he and Tisch were both going after it. And the rebound, or the out of bounds, will go to the Eagles.
That's first shot Jordan Wittenberg's had. He's been really active and had a pretty good week shooting the ball for the Hatchets, and I'm sure they'll be looking to get it to him and roll with Wernsing inside so he can get some offense going.
Eagles work the offense over on the side to Smith. Out top to Goldsboro. Now over to Pruitt on the right wing. Pruitt lobs it baseline for Barron. Back to the basket. Muscles in. Puts up a shot, and it falls in.
Boy, he doesn't run over anybody, but he uses his size to his advantage, man. He can clear some space.
11-0 lead for the Eagles. Hatchets looking for their first basket. Vonderheide out top with it. Tries to drive in the lane. Lost the handle. It's picked up by Pruitt. Pruitt bounces it ahead for Smith. Smith gets into the paint. Now he waits for some help. Looks to Tisch in the corner. Three on the way. Good. Jackson Tisch's first points of the ball game, and we've got another Hatchet timeout. Or maybe an Eagles break. We'll wait and see. Nope, it is the Hatchets who took the 60-second break. We'll take one as well. 14-0 in favor of St. Elmo Brownstown, and you're listening to the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has two locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
I talked about Joe Milchman being here, but the Sheehan's are here again. At least some of the Sheehan's have been here for every game of the tournament, so tell them I talked about them, okay?
Hatchets took the timeout, made a substitution or two. We'll catch up with that as they're working the ball around the perimeter. Domzalski has it, gets it to Austin Wittenberg. He's on the right side, or passes it to the right side. Into the lineup for them is Eli Howard. Howard left it with Jordan Wittenberg, and as he tried to penetrate, a bump was whistled against the Eagles.
That, friends, is the first foul on the Eagles of the game, and it's gained by Gavin Smith.
So, along the sideline, inbounds will come from Howard, out top to Domzalski, around to Austin Wittenberg. Austin directs some traffic from the left side, now gets it out to Howard, over to Domzalski, right wing. Back out top to Howard, now to Wernsing. Over on the left side of the top of the key, he throws it right side to Wittenberg. Jordan with a nice move in the lane, but the shot won't fall, and the rebound's cleared out of there by Jackson Tisch. He gets it across the timeline, hustles a pass over to Pruitt. Pruitt swings into the lane, now leaves it with Goldsboro. He'll drive the paint, layup, no good. Rebound taps away from Goldsboro, and it'll stay with the Eagles as Austin Wittenberg hit it last.
I know Greg Fiesel's loving how active Goldsboro is. He's large and in charge in this first quarter for St. Elmo Brownstown.
Speaking of that, the Eagles get it inside to Barron, though he's immediately double-teamed, and they do tie him up. Possession arrow, though, will keep it with the Eagles, I do believe. Nope, it's the other direction. So I had one of two choices, and I went wrong. Second turnover for the Eagles in the first quarter of action. 2:20 left to play in the period. 14-0 in favor of St. Elmo Brownstown. Howard has it on the right side, holds, now gets it out top to Austin Wittenberg to Domzalski. Domzalski holds on the left wing, now fires it across to Howard. Howard to Wernzing. He'll load up the left side three. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. Barron grabs the rebound. Quick outlet pass, though, and it's stolen by Jordan Wittenberg. So 3 turnovers now for the Eagles with 1:50 on the first quarter clock. Hatchets have it on the side with Austin Wittenberg. He's on the left wing. On the dribble, now sends it out to Domzalski. They swing it around to Jordan Wittenberg. He moves to the right side, picks up his dribble, out top to Domzalski, now to Howard. Howard from the left side goes baseline, stops, shot off the glass is good.
But they feel like the weight of the world's off their shoulders. And they got a shot to drop.
That's Eli Howard's first points of the tournament, and it's the first points in this ball game. It's 14-2.
And his first shot of the day. A lot of firsts.
1:20 on the clock. Smith holds. Barron pops out top to get it. Now they go to Pruitt around to Goldsboro. Yep, there's the lob. He catches in traffic, now squares, puts up a shot, left it short, but he battled and got his own rebound. He and Howard tie each other up, though, and a jump ball result. It'll stay with the Eagles under their basket.
Pretty good crowd on hand. You never know about the 11:30 game, but that's a good gathering there.
First substitution of the ball game for the Eagles. That will send Caden Tisch into the lineup to replace Jacob Barron. With 1:07 on the clock, here's a lob to Pruitt, or a lob from Pruitt, rather, to Goldsboro. Goldsboro squares up for the 10-footer, and he buried it.
He got 9 in the quarter, 9 shots.
16-2 the score, under a minute to play now as the Hatchets have it on the right side. Jordan Wittenberg, or make it Austin Wittenberg with it. Now they swing it around to Jordan Wittenberg. Left corner three is short. Rebound tapped and taken by Smith. Gavin Smith will bring it up court for the Eagles. Crosses the timeline, meets Jordan Wittenberg. Now he does get it safely to Pruitt on the right side, who takes it to the right wing. He's looking inside. Smith is posting up, turns, puts up a shot in the post, and it's off the heel of the rim. But Gavin got his own rebound. Putback is missed. This rebound's tipped around and taken by Jordan Wittenberg. He hands it off to Austin, who crosses the timeline at the top of the key, moves into the lane, turnaround jumper in the paint. It's around and no good. It bounced off. 10 seconds to play in the quarter as Goldsboro grabs the rebound, bounces a pass ahead to Pruitt. He drives into the lane, a lot of contact. Shot is good, but wave it off. An outside official calls the charge against Pruitt.
Brighton's first foul, 2 on the Eagles. That's their 4th turnover of the quarter.
Alex Higgs will check into the ball game as Pruitt will have a seat with 4.1 on the clock. Wernzing brings it inbound to Domzalski. Domzalski gets to the center circle, looks on the wing. No shot before the buzzer as they tried to get it to Austin Wittenberg, but he couldn't get the trigger pulled before the quarter came to a close. So after one, it's St. Elmo Brownstown 16, Windsor Sioux Straws 2. High school basketball in the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
One of 11. That's how it ended up for Windsor's 2 straws in that first quarter. That's 8%. Haven't gone to the line. 4 turnovers, 3 rebounds. They missed 4 threes. St. Elmo Brownstown about 500, 7 out of 15 from the field. 1 out of 2 from the line. They made their only 3. They had 4 turnovers. They had 10 rebounds, though. Outboarded the Hatchets 10-3.
And it's Hatchet ball to start the second half of action. They have it with Eli Howard on the wing as he finds Austin Wittenberg top of the key. Eagles still in the man-to-man. Both teams have made a couple of substitutions, at least one apiece, as Samuel Vonderheid's back in the ball game. He has it on the left side. Flips it out to Austin Wittenberg. He's around a Vonderheide screen, puts up a 12-footer. It's no good. Rebound goes long, out of bounds. Last touched by Wernzing, and the Eagles will have it again.
And they have a change here for the Hatchets.
It's like Riley Walden's going to make his first appearance of the ball game. He replaces Austin Wittenberg.
So now we have no Wittenbergs in the game.
I don't know that that's happened at all in this tournament.
First time in the tournament, I believe.
High post. Eagles try to get it to Higgs, and Walden commits a foul. He's in the ball game for about 4 seconds. Has a foul. That's not a good time to foul ratio.
No, gosh, no. Second foul on the Hatchets.
Alex Higgs had started the quarter. He's back out of the ball game. I believe Goldsboro was on the bench to start the period, but he's back.
Probably needed a break after that first quarter.
Pruitt has it, gets it to Goldsboro. He's holding on the left wing, looks high for Caden Tisch. The senior spins, gets it to Pruitt, baseline to Smith. Smith works into the lane, draws a crowd, draws a foul. Couple of shots coming up for the sophomore.
Third foul on the Hatchets. It's on. It's on. Oh, there he is, Riley Walden. Got 2 here in a hurry.
He's over talking with Coach Lockhart. Nobody sent to the scorer's table yet, so they're going to apparently leave him in the contest for the time being. Meanwhile, Gavin Smith hits the free throw.
There's a lot to like about Gavin Smith. Works hard inside for his size especially. Doesn't do much wrong.
That free throw hits the heel of the rim, bounces off, and Sam Vonderheide has the board. He hands it off. Domzalski brings it up court. They do get it back to Vonderheide. He drives the baseline, leaves it with Domzalski in the corner to Wernzing around the perimeter. They go to Howard. Howard brings it top of the key to Vonderheide. Left side three. Got it. Samuel Vonderheide's first points of the contest makes it 17-5.
Got to start somewhere. That'll be a bit of a lift for the Hatchets.
Eagles look over the man-to-man, get it out top to Goldsboro. They bounce it on the side to Smith. Smith looks in for Barron. He's bumped from behind by Wernzing, and there's a foul against the big man from Windsor Stu Straw.
The big fouled the big. Gavin Wernzing was leaning on Barron, had a hand on him. Wernzing's first foul. That's 4 on the Hatchets now.
Ian Forbes, 5'10 junior, replaces Gavin Smith for St. Elmo Brownstown. Forbes provided some energy the other night. Here's the Eagles working it around the perimeter after the baseline inbounds pass. They've got it with Barron out top. Barron holds, bounces it to Goldsboro. Goldsboro looks for the cutter. That's Tisch. Shot kind of slipped out of his hand, it seemed to me. Comes up, no good. Rebound, Howard. Howard pushes it up court. They get it to Vonderheide. He muscles into the lane. Shot off the glass is good. Samuel Vonderheide has a couple of buckets this quarter, and it's a 10-point game, 17-7.
The lid is off.
Eagles working with Pruitt. He hasn't knocked loose at the free throw line, but he got it back and safely got it over to Forbes. Forbes sends it back out to Tisch. Caden on the dribble. Way out on the perimeter is matched up with Howard. Now they look high post, and the pass is knocked away by Riley Walden. He gets the steal, drives for the right-handed layup. It's no good as it was contested, but the rebound to Samuel Vonderheide, who tracks it down. They get it back to him in the corner for 3. It's a little strong. Rebound Goldsboro. But I think it was after it touched the support structure for the backboard, so it's out of bounds to the Eagles.
Coach Lockhart getting a little animated there talking to Parker Domzalski. Boy, he never stops coaching. It's one of the things I like about Bob.
No matter what. 5.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Pruitt gets it across the timeline over on the right side. Now brings it to the center circle. He's picked up his dribble, needs some help. Domzalski knocked it loose, and then Pruitt reached back and committed the foul.
Pruitt second, 3 on the Eagles. SEB's second turnover this quarter.
Sure, Coach Fiesel was disappointed with the turnover, but really disappointed the way Pruitt reacted to it to pick up the foul.
The rest of the story is it's 5-1 Hatchets this quarter. St. Elmo Brownstown has 1 made free throw so far in the second quarter.
Gavin Smith back into the ball game for the Eagles, replaces Pruitt. Here's Vonderheide on a drive, gets into the lane, got bumped before the shot, they say. So I think it'll be out of bounds to the Hatchets. That's how they're setting up.
I think Barron got him. Yep. Jacob Barron's first foul. That's 4 on the Eagles.
5:08 to play in the quarter. Hatchets looking to get the ball inbound. They lob it out top. Vonderheide with the catch. Gets it to Domzalski. In the corner, they go to Howard. Back out to Domzalski on the left wing. He brings it to the center circle. Correction, it was right wing where he goes back over to Howard. Now left side to Walden. He couldn't handle the pass, but Vonderheide's there to get it in the corner. Skip pass to the right side to Howard. Out top to Domzalski. He corrals and looks over the 2-3 zone of the Eagles. First time I remember a zone for either team thus far. Wernsing with it in the corner. Spins, needs help. Got it out top to Walden. Gets it to Domzalski, around to Howard, back to Domzalski, to Howard again. Now to Vonderheide. They're on the left side. Back out top to Domzalski, right wing to Howard. Baseline Wernsing into Vonderheide. He got hit on the shot attempt, and Samuel will go to the line for a couple.
Nice pass by Wernsing, knifing that ball in the lane there to Vonderheide, and the foul resulted as the Eagles tried to react. Never a good thing. You like to act, not react. 5th foul on the Eagles, and Barron has a couple now, so watch that.
Vonderheide puts the first of 2 free throws up. It's off the mark, no good. Barron will check out. Alex Higgs will check in for him, as a couple of the key cogs for the Eagles are on the bench with a little foul trouble.
Yeah, Pruitt and Barron 2 apiece.
Meanwhile, Vonderheide's been much more aggressive since being reinserted into the lineup here in the second quarter, but he can't hit either free throw. The rebound is tapped over to Smith, and he'll bring it up court. Domzalski picks him up. Smith works to the left side where he finds Jackson Tisch back into the ball game. Across the way to Forbes. Forbes gets it away from a defender, drives in the lane, goes baseline to Higgs. Higgs spins, gets it out top to Forbes. He moves to the left side, puts up a tough runner. It's off the mark. Rebound taken by Howard. Howard gets it to Domzalski. Ahead they go to Vonderheide. He had a little trouble with the catch and got called for a double dribble as he was trying to work his way to the basket. First turnover for the Hatchets in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. Gavin Wernsing going to get a breather. Landon Miller comes in for him, the 6'2 sophomore. Replaces Wernsing. 3:50 to play in the second quarter, as Smith gets it across the timeline to Goldsboro. Goldsboro circles to the top of the key. Now sends it to Forbes on the baseline on the right side. Steps to the corner. Now kicks it back out to Goldsboro for 3. And Andy Goldsboro knocks it down. He has 12 of the 20 here for the Eagles as they're up 13, 20-7.
Obviously, Andy likes day games.
Howard handling it out top for the Hatchet. Goes over on the side to Miller. Miller looks back out top to Howard, to Domzalski, to Vonderheide in the right corner. Back out to Domzalski, around to Walden. Now they go in the corner to Howard for 3. Got it. Eli Howard off the bench with 5 points. He makes it 20-10, back to a 10-point contest with 3 minutes to play in the first half.
Samuel Vonderheide, Eli Howard, 5 points apiece.
Here's Smith working his way into the lane. Ball got knocked loose as Vonderheide came up to help, and it's picked up by Walden to Domzalski. Ahead they go, back to Domzalski. Squares up for a 15-footer. It's around and out, no good. Jackson Tisch with the rebound. Outlet ahead to Goldsboro, who's ahead of everybody. He drives for the right-handed layup, and he gets it to go.
That is inspiring. He is just in fuego here in the first half.
22-10 the score with 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Holding it out top is Domzalski. They work it to Howard. They swing it around the perimeter. They've got it with Miller. Miller looks for Vonderheide in the lane. He's bumped from behind, and it'll be Hatchet's ball out of bounds.
Forbes got him, I think. I could be wrong, though. Andy Goldsboro's foul. His first 6 on the Eagles, so the next one will put the Hatchets at the line.
They look to get it inbounds. They finally lob it out top, and it's picked up by Walden. Walden goes to Domzalski. They go back to Walden on the right side. Skip pass across the way to Howard. To Domzalski, who penetrates to the top of the key. Now leaves it on the wing with Walden. Shot from 3, no good. Goldsboro has the St. Elmo Brownstown rebound.
That's 5.
He brings it up court. Tried to pass it ahead, but Vonderheide hustling back, knocks it out of bounds. And it'll go to the Eagles on the left side of their basket.
North Clay and South Central still to come.
Eli Howard with a lob pass out top to Higgs, who makes the catch between the center circle and the top of the key and hands it off to Goldsboro. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half, 22-10 the score. Eagles with the lead. They have a ball knocked away by Vonderheide. It goes right back to Forbes. He again looks inside for Goldsboro, who this time muscles up and scores.
I don't think that's how that was drawn up.
No, but it worked out. That has the Hatchet swing it around the perimeter. Domzalski to Howard. To Domzalski again at the top of the key. Over to Walden left side. Walden looks on the right wing. They get it to Howard. Baseline to Vonderheide. Jumper a little too strong. And the rebound to Smith. Smith will push it all the way up court. Got to the left baseline where he sends it out on the wing to Higgs. To Goldsboro. Goldsboro back to Higgs left corner. Higgs lost the dribble, but he got it safely over to a teammate. That's Smith. He drives into the lane, puts a runner up, no good. Rebound secured by Vonderheide. Here comes the Hatchet. Ahead to Walden. Back out to Domzalski. Around they swing it quickly to Howard. Howard looks in the lane for Miller. He's double teamed, passed out of it to Walden, to Vonderheide, top of the key. And now they get it out top to Domzalski. He hands it over to Walden. Baseline Vonderheide. Vonderheide to Domzalski out top. To Walden on the wing. Again to Vonderheide. Tries to bounce it in the lane to Miller. Miller goes to the floor to save it. Got it to Walden, to Vonderheide. Baseline they go. Jumper from 15, no good for Howard. And the rebound is secured out of there by Smith again for the Eagles.
You got 5.
So under 30 seconds to play in the first half. The Eagles probably holding for the last one here. Goldsboro just has it out on the top. Now Vonderheide gets close enough to force him to move. They go to Forbes, and here's a timeout taken by St. Elmo Brownstown. With 17.3 seconds on the clock, a 30-second break. We'll take one as well. It's St. Elmo Brownstown 24, Windsor Stew Straws 10. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
.3 seconds to play. 24-10 the score as St. Elmo Brownstown took the timeout. They'll have it to inbounds pretty much right at the timeline and to set up the last second play.
Never know when a play like this can win you a ball game, so if you get the opportunity and you got the timeouts to kill, why not?
Inbounds goes in back to court to Goldsboro. The rest of the team sets up in a box around the lane. Goldsboro's going to take it to the right side, down to the baseline. Passes it off to Caden Tisch. Flips up a shot in the lane. It's missed. Rebound, Vonderheide. He'll bring it to the timeline. Launches the shot at the buzzer. It looks good. It was on line. Just a little too strong as it bounced off the backboard. No good. So after one half of action, it's St. Elmo Brownstown 24 and Windsor Stew Straws 10. You're listening to the National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy is now offering flu vaccines.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
We welcome you back to the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. We're at the half of our opening game of the day. It's St. Elmo Brownstown leading Windsor Stew Straws by a score of 24-10. The Eagles had quarters of 16 and 8 for their 24. Windsor Stew Straws got off to the extremely slow start, just 2 points in the first quarter, came back with 8 of their own in the second quarter for their total of 10. 16 points for Andy Goldsboro. He, by far and away, leads all scorers in this contest. Jacob Barron has 4 points. Gavin Smith with a free throw. And Jackson Tisch has 3 points for the Eagles. They have played Brighton Pruitt, Caden Tisch, Ian Forbes and Alex Higgs so far in the game. Meanwhile, for Bob Lockhart's crew, they've got 5 points from Samuel Vonderheide and 5 points from Eli Howard off the bench. Jordan Wittenberg, Parker Domzalski, Gavin Wernzine, and Austin Wittenberg, as well as Landon Miller and Riley Walden, have all seen the court in the first half of action for the Hatchets. Next game is the Consolation Championship. To my left, I can see the South Central Cougars. They have gathered up. And North Clay, haven't seen anybody from Louisville area yet in the gymnasium as far as their team goes. But if they're not here, I'm sure they'll be here shortly as they get set to take on South Central in that Consolation Championship game. Let's go ahead and take a break. We will be back with Greg Stats and set some more information for you here at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Well, if you want to cut to the chase, if you're a statistical bent, each team shot the ball 22 times. Windsor's Two Straws has made 4. St. Elmo Brownstown's made 10. There. You know how this thing's going, don't you? At the half, it's St. Elmo Brownstown 24. Windsor's Two Straws 10. Again, each team with 22 shots from the field. St. Elmo Brownstown made 10 for 45%. 7 of 15 in the first quarter. 3 of 7 in the second quarter. 10 of 22 here at the break for 45%. They've shot 4 foul shots and made 2 of those. They have 7 turnovers, just 3 in the second quarter. Eagles have 15 rebounds. That's really helped out their cause. They got 5 in the second quarter. And they're 2 for 2 on their threes. Windsor's Two Straws, 4 for 22. That's 36%. And, no, it's not. It's 18%. It's 18%, 4 out of 22. Plus, they're 0 for 2 from the line. 5 turnovers is a good number, though, and only 1 in the second quarter. 9 boards, though. They're out-rebounded 15-9 that first half. Had 6 in the second quarter, though, so it got better. And the Hatchets are 2 for 9 on threes for 22%. Individually, for Windsor's Two Straws, Jordan Wittenberg's missed 4 shots, 2 twos and 2 threes. Does have a rebound. Parker Domzalski is 0 for 2. He's missed a 2 and a 3. Samuel Vonderheide has 2 for 5 from the field. That was all in the second quarter. 0 for 2 from the line, so he has 5 points and 4 rebounds. So he's helping. He has a foul. Gavin Wernzing's missed a 2 and a 3. Didn't shoot the ball in the second quarter. Has a foul. Austin Wittenberg 0 for 4 from the field. All 2s. He does have a rebound. Eli Howard is 2 for 3 from the field. Made a 2 and a 3 for his 5 points, and he has 3 rebounds. And Riley Walden missed a couple of shots, a 2 and a 3. He has 2 fouls. 2 and 8 for the Hatchets. 10 points here at halftime. For St. Elmo Brownstown, it starts and ends with Andy Goldsboro. 7 out of 10 from the field. That is excellent. That included a 3, plus he's 1 for 2 from the line, and he has 5 rebounds to go with those 16 points. He does have a foul. Bryden Pruitt, 2 fouls, but he does have a rebound. Jacob Barron, 2 for 4 from the field. Didn't shoot the ball in the second quarter. 2 fouls and 3 rebounds. Gavin Smith, 0 for 4 from the field. 1 for 2 from the line. 5 rebounds and a foul. Caden Tisch missed a shot. Jackson Tisch is 1 for 2, made a 3, missed 2, so he has 3 points and a rebound. And Ian Forbes missed a shot. 16 and 8 for the Eagles, 24 points. So 24-10. St. Elmo Brownstown leading Windsor's 2 Straws here at halftime. Coming up next, the consolation championship game between North Clay and South Central. Third place game follows between the Neoga Indians and the Dietrich Moving Maroons. Then everybody takes a break till 7:30, and then it's the big one. 1 and 2, St. Anthony and Altamont, both 19 and 3. Altamont's gym ought to be fun. We'll have it for you, video and audio. Thanks to everybody for checking in. Carl Hartke, good to hear from you, bud. He says he's watching and enjoying it. We're glad. We're glad you are, too. More to come in a moment here. 24-10, St. Elmo Brownstown in front of Windsor's 2 Straws here on 97.9 XFM.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
All right, we're back. 24-10. St. Elmo Brownstown leading Windsor's 2 Straws. And come over tonight if you get a chance. There's an atmosphere like no other when the championship game in the National Trail Conference Tournament's being played. So come on over. Gates will open about 45 minutes before the game, and it is a blast.
Yeah, long ago there was an article written in the Decatur Herald, and it was like best this, best that. And one of the things that was mentioned as far as high school basketball was the best atmosphere, they said then, was the NTC championship game. And even then they said, it doesn't matter who's in it. Yeah. It's going to be a blast. And I think that still holds true. There's not much that can top that, top the championship game of this NTC tournament.
Yep. St. Anthony and Altamont playing for all the marbles tonight, but we've got a couple of good ones after this.
And the inbounds goes in backcourt to Brighton Pruitt, and it's the Eagles' ball to start the second half of action. They lead 24-10 in this 7th and 8th place contest. Pruitt, though, doesn't really go anywhere with it, and Domzalski was right there with him, so a 5-second call whistle.
No denying he was being closely guarded.
So the Hatchets force an early turnover. They'd love to get some early baskets here, make this game a little closer. 14-point margin. 15 is the biggest margin, as the Eagles led by that in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Austin Wittenberg finds Samuel Vonderheide, top of the key 3, just off the mark. Rebound tipped and taken by Pruitt. So here comes the Eagles. Pruitt slows down as Domzalski picks him up at the timeline. Pruitt almost lost his balance, but he maintains control and leaves it with Smith on the right wing. Out top to Goldsboro. He's been the offensive story and pretty much the story of the game. He has 16 in the contest. He hands it off to Pruitt. Pruitt gets it back out top to Goldsboro. He gets the screen, drives into the lane. Nice pass to Barron, and he'll lay it up and in.
First shot since the first quarter.
He sat for much of the first half with a couple of fouls. He's back in there now and pays dividends right away off a nice pass from Goldsboro. Hatchett swinging around the perimeter. Austin Vonderheide has it in the right corner. Looks inside for Howard, who gets to start this half. And now over to Vonderheide. They get it on the wing to Domzalski. Inside to Wernzing. Double teamed. Hands it to Vonderheide. Shot was blocked. Rebounds knocked around, and finally Goldsboro has it. Good recovery there by the Eagles to knock what looked like a good layup opportunity away. Meanwhile, Goldsboro goes under the basket. Reverse layup, no good. Barron trying to save the rebound. Can't do it. It's off him, out of bounds. So 6:23 to play in the third quarter. Eli Howard will have a seat, and checking in for him is Riley Walden.
We talked time and again about how important this first few minutes of the second half are. I think that grammar's right. Let's see who get the leg up on their competition.
Vonderheide with it. Long two from top of the key. Just off the side of it is good. So Samuel Vonderheide has 7. Makes it 26-10. Pruitt brings it up the right side all the way to the corner. Now stumbles again, but keeps the dribble alive. Lobs it inside to Barron. He muscles up a shot through 2. It's no good. Rebound last touched by the Eagles. So it'll be Hatchett's ball.
Boy, Goldsboro's really having a nose to basket. He wanted the rebound, but he was even going that if it had gone up the angle he wanted, I think he'd have got a putback.
Substitution. Brighton Pruitt checks out for St. Elmo Brownstown. Into the lineup is Ian Forbes. Forbes picks up Domzalski as he crosses the timeline. They get it in the corner to Austin Wittenberg. The Wernzing posting up. Shot fake. Leans in. Shot is good. Gavin Wernzing's first 2 points of the night makes it 26-14.
A little more assertive around the basket are the Hatchets.
Smith takes it over to the right side, down to the baseline, circles back, gets it out top to Forbes. Forbes takes it again to the right wing, now crosses over, gets into the lane, got up in the air, and then had to pass it off, and the pass was offline. Smith couldn't get to it, and it's an out of bounds on the sideline for the second turnover for the Eagles this quarter.
It's just a case of hang on to the basketball, you're going to win the game. In the case of the Eagles, you're letting the Hatchets back in the door, man, when you start turning it over.
26-14 the score. Austin Wittenberg in the left corner with it, drives the baseline, spins, puts up a tough shot. Before the shot, a foul is whistled, and it'll be Hatchett's ball to the left side of their basket on the baseline.
Gavin Smith strikes again. That's his second. So the Eagles with 3 kids with 2 fouls.
So Jackson Tisch will come out of the ball game as Pruitt's back in. Meanwhile, the inbound from Vonderheide goes to Austin Wittenberg. Jumper from 15, left it short. Rebound Barron again for the Eagles. Gets it to Goldsboro, and he gets to the top of the key and slows things down. Passes it off to Barron on the right side. Barron holding high, matched up with Wernzing, who comes out to challenge him. Gets it to Goldsboro. There's the cutter Pruitt through the lane. Left side layup, good. Brighton Pruitt's first 2 points. It spins the lead back to 14 with 4:40 to play in the third. Vonderheide has a baseline, weaves into the defense, got into a crowd. Barron stood his ground. Vonderheide lost it. Taken out of there by Forbes. First Hatchett's turnover. Eagles work it to Goldsboro left wing. Back out top to Forbes.
That's only their second turnover since the first quarter.
Just on the dribble out top. Still, Vonderheide's not close enough to force a 5 count. He comes out a little farther. Now Forbes tries to get to the top of the key, and he's bumped out there by Vonderheide.
Vonderheide's second foul. First on the Hatchets in the half.
So 4:13 to play in the third quarter. 28-14 the lead for the Eagles as they've doubled up the Hatchets here. Bouncing it out top is Goldsboro to Smith. Now back in the corner to Pruitt. He's on the left side. Spins, cut off beautifully by Domzalski. Got it to Smith. Smith, though, tried to catch it in a crowd and couldn't handle it. Domzalski comes out of there with it. Ahead to Walden. Now to Austin Wittenberg. To Wernzing in the lane. Back out to Domzalski. Open 17-footer. In and out. No good. Rebounds out of bounds. Goldsboro touched it last. It'll stay with the Hatchets.
Shot sure looked good.
So here's Jackson Tisch back into the ball game, replacing Gavin Smith. Landon Miller comes into the ball game, replacing Vonderheide. Austin Wittenberg is down, and Jordan Wittenberg's in for him. Originally, they had signaled it was Windsor's Two Straws ball, but then they changed it, and now it's the Eagles ball.
They only had 2 choices, though.
So here's Goldsboro bringing it up court. Stops, pops. A right wing 3, no good. Barron, an offensive rebound. He puts it up and in.
That was pretty.
Jacob Barron has 8, 30-14, a 16-point lead, matching the largest of the day. And now Goldsboro reaches in front of a pass, intending for Wernzing in the post. He rifles it ahead to Pruitt, who drives the layup on the right side. It was contested, but Brian Pruitt got it to fall. 32-14 with 3:15 on the clock. Austin Wittenberg brings it up to the left corner, sends it to Wernzing. Now out top to Walden. They swing it to Domzalski. He goes baseline Miller, inside Wernzing. Turns, draws a triple team, looking for a way to get out of it. Nice pass to Walden. His baseline jumper from 15, good.
Good job by Wernzing of realizing that there's 3 kids on me. Someone has to be open, and he found Walden for that baseline jumper.
So 32-16 the score with 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Barron holding it out top, leaves it with Pruitt. Pruitt tries to work across the top of the key. He's bumped out there by Wernsing.
His third. So the first kid for either team to have 3 fouls. That's the second on the Hatchets in the half. They've got 2 on the board on him, but I'm pretty sure it's 3.
Inbounds goes out top to Pruitt from the sideline. He goes to Forbes on the right wing. Wittenberg, Jordan that is right there on him, but Forbes gets to the top of the key. Great pass into Goldsboro. His shot no good, but Barron's there to pick it up, stick it up and in as he's fouled.
They're like the Twin Towers, man, when they can both play in the game. Nobody's being hassled by fouls and take it inside. Barron has 6 in the quarter and going for 7.
Free throw up. Oh, rattled out, no good. Forbes, though, taps the rebound and tracks it down in the corner. He goes inside to Barron, who maneuvers in, puts up a shot. It's no good, as Wernsing was right there to defend him, and Walden grabs the rebound. They get it ahead to Wittenberg. They swing it around the perimeter to Wernsing out top. He puts it on the floor, goes to the top of the key, guarded by Goldsboro, and now he fakes a pass, drives into the left side. Shot's no good, but that's because he's fouled by Jacob Barron, who made sure he didn't get a shot above the rim.
That's Barron's third foul. 2 on the Eagles in the half.
So Gavin Wernsing going to the free throw line for a couple. Puts the first up, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Up 34-16, the 18-point edge allows Coach Fiesel to take Barron out of the ball game with those 3 fouls and brings back Alex Higgs, 5'9" junior, to replace the 6'5" senior. Free throw this time is good for Wernsing. So he has 3 now in the ball game.
Wernsing sits down now, and Vonderheid's back for the Hatchets.
Also, another substitution coming now. Eli Howard in for Riley Walden. So with 2:07 to play in the third quarter, 34-17 the score. Goldsboro has the lead, or has the ball, and the Eagles have the lead. Goldsboro circles to the left baseline, drew a crowd, but he lost it out of bounds. It's off of him. It'll belong to the Hatchets. 4th turnover in the quarter for the Eagles. Under 2 minutes to play in this 34-17 affair. Hatchets swinging it around the perimeter. Howard has it, moves to the top of the key, now to the free throw line, leaves it with Domzalski on the left side. And they got it back out to Howard. He passed it. Vonderheide and Jordan Wittenberg were both in the same vicinity, and each let it go, and it went out of bounds for the 3rd turnover for the Hatchets.
Unselfish, but it turned into a turnover.
I wasn't sure who it was intended for. Neither were they.
That's the problem.
Higgs has it out top. Hassled by Vonderheide, but he got it to Pruitt right side. Over to Tisch. 3 on the way for Jackson. Good. Jackson Tisch, that's what he does. He knocks down 3s. He has a couple of them in the game, and it pushes the lead to 20. Back up court quickly is Jordan Wittenberg. He forces up a shot from the left side. No good. Rebound taken down by Goldsboro. He brings it up the left side for the Eagles. Gets into the lane, leaves it in the corner for Forbes. 3 is way too strong, but Goldsboro read it, grabbed the rebound, and stuck it up and in. Andy has 18, and the lead's 22 now for SEB, 39-17.
Goldsboro has 8 boards now to go with 18 points.
Vonderheide drives in the lane. Great pass to Miller. His shot, though, won't go. Rebound put up by Howard is missed. This rebound, Vonderheide, and a foul is called inside on the Eagles.
Jackson Tisch got the foul, his first. The 3 on the Eagles.
Foul was on the floor, so the Hatchets will inbound. They're looking. There's Miller. Pops free. Shot from 10. In and out. No good. Boy, that's happened a lot to the Hatchets today. Goldsboro a rebound. Quick outlet. Length of the pass to Tisch. He runs into the lane. Shot, though, is off the mark, and the rebound's taken by Vonderheide. He clears it to Domzalski. They get it ahead to Howard. His shot too strong off the glass. Miller a rebound. Blocked from behind, but a foul's called. We'll have to sort it out as there's a couple of Eagles right there. Could be Pruitt underneath. Could be Higgs from behind.
It's Pruitt. That's his 3rd. 4 on the Eagles here in the half.
So a couple of free throws coming from Landon Miller. He takes a few dribbles, spins it in his hands, takes a few more dribbles. Now is set and shoots the free throw, and it's off the side of the rim, no good. Checking into the ball game is Gavin Smith for St. Elmo Brownstown. He replaces Higgs. As Miller again goes through the routine, puts this shot up, and it's good. So Landon Miller has his first point of the day, making it 39-18. Eagles trotted up court. Look over the Hatchets man-to-man. Goldsboro has it way out on the perimeter with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. It goes to Smith, back to Goldsboro, 15 on the clock. They bounce it out top for Pruitt. He'll probably set the offense in motion here from the center circle. 10 on the clock. He picked up his dribble and he drug the pivot foot. He was trying to get it to Smith, but the turnover will allow Windsor Sioux Straws to have the last opportunity after the 5th turnover for the Eagles. Gavin Wernsing back into the ball game. He replaces Howard. Pruitt will have a seat with his 3 fouls. And they brought Forbes back in. No, Higgs back in. There we go. 7 seconds on the clock. Inbounds and backcourt to Zumzalski. He gets to the top of the key. 3 seconds over to Wittenberg. Jordan's 3 forced up at the buzzer. No good. And the third quarter comes to a close. After 3, the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles lead 39-18. You're listening to NTC Tournament Action on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
St. Elmo Brownstown 50% that third quarter, 7 out of 14, 1 for 3 on threes. They missed a foul shot. 5 turnovers a problem, 9 rebounds though.
Hatchet's ball to start the fourth quarter of action. They got it in the corner to Jordan Wittenberg. He immediately looked inside for Wernsing, and Wernsing fouled from behind.
Foul called against Andy Goldsboro. His second, 5 on the Eagles.
Vonderheide flips a pass out top to Miller. He catches it on the right wing. He gets it over to Domzalski. Left side, Vonderheide 3, no good as it bounces over the backboard and out of bounds to the Eagles.
Hatchets were 3 of 11 in the third quarter, 27%, but they had a terrible time getting the lid off the basket. 2 out of 4 from the line, 3 turnovers. They had just 4 rebounds, Matt, and 0 for 2 on threes.
Barron back into the ball game, replaces Higgs as St. Elmo Brownstown got it across the timeline with Smith. He goes out top to Barron. On the left wing, they throw it to Tisch. Tisch brings it back to the top of the key to Goldsboro, who hits the cutter Smith in the lane. Shot no good, but he's fouled. And Gavin Smith heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, Wernsing on the foul. Okay, that's Gavin's third foul.
Smith's free throw was up, rattled out, no good. Brighton Pruitt going to check back in for Ian Forbes for St. Elmo Brownstown. 7:32 on the fourth quarter clock. 39-18 the score as the Eagles have the lead over the Hatchets here in this opener of 3 this afternoon, and then the championship game tonight from the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. Smith's second free throw is good, so he's 1 for 2 at the line again, and he has 2 points in the game, makes it 40-18. Meanwhile, Vonderheide has it out top after a pass from Wernsing. Now Vonderheide hits Jordan Wittenberg in the baseline, falls down but got a pass away just in time to Domzalski, who sends it over to Miller. Miller moves from the left wing to the free throw line. His shot is blocked by Barron, and Smith comes out of there with a loose ball rebound. Brings it up the right side, weaves all the way into the lane, forces up a shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by Wernsing. He clears it to, can't quite tell. It's Domzalski, I believe, bringing it up court, because he got right behind the basket.
Actually, it's Colin Kinkler who sneaked in there.
So they got it to Wittenberg, and Wittenberg moves to the baseline. Jordan shot no good, but that's because he bumped a couple of times.
Yeah, Eagles picking up some fouls here with this big lead. That foul's on Gavin Smith. That's his third, and that's 16 fouls now.
So Jordan Wittenberg will try to get his first points of the ball game at the free throw line. Puts the shot up, around and out, no good. So it remains 40-18 with 6:45 to play in the fourth quarter.
North Clay and South Central, then Neoga and Dietrich still to come this afternoon.
This free throw on the way is good. So Wittenberg goes 1 for 2 as he splits the pair, and he has his first point of the ball game, making it 40-19.
Hey, Eric Saboti says, let's go Eagles. Deanna Miller says, let's go Hatchets.
It's always a battle, even on Twitter and YouTube and all the message boards. Here's Smith with it on the left side for the Eagles. Looks high post to Tisch. Long 2 for Jackson off the mark. Barron maneuvers for their offensive rebound. Sticks it up and in.
Jacob Barron is Blair.
He's got 12 in this one. Makes it 42-19. 6:20 on the clock here in the fourth quarter as Wernzing takes it from the left side. Drives in. Shot rolls around and drops through. That was a tough move.
I'll bet you Bob Lockhart would like to see a lot more of that from that young man.
Wernzing has his 5th point of the ball game, makes it 42-21. Goldsboro on the left side sends it out top to Pruitt. Pruitt bounces it over for Barron. Barron holds it out top, leaves it with Tisch. Jackson, nice look underneath for Goldsboro, who made a nice catch. Turnaround jumper on the baseline, though, from 7 is no good. And Vonderheide has another rebound for the Hatchet.
Yeah, that's 6 for him.
He brings it up the left side. Finally got cut off, so he sends it out to Kinkler. Kinkler works to Miller. Back to Vonderheide. Wing 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Miller trying to save it, but he can't quite do it. Hits the baseline, and it's out of bounds off of the Hatchet. Matt Wuchik checks into the ball game.
Sorry. Wernzing sits in.
And we have another substitution as Sam Vonderheide's going to check out, and he'll be replaced by number 30. And I don't have him on my list. Let me do some double checking here while the play gets back underway. As Barron holds it out top, leaves it with Goldsboro. Goldsboro bounces it across. They find Tisch. Tisch looks for the cutter in the lane. That's Smith. He tries to go to the left side. Layup no good, but he's fouled. And Smith heads to the line for a couple.
Miller got him from behind. Landon Miller's first. That's 5 on the Hatchets.
So Smith will go to the charity stripe, where he puts the first of 2 off the mark. No good.
Gavin Smith's had a pretty good afternoon and morning. 2 points, but he has 8 rebounds.
That first one was no good, but this one is good for Smith. He has 3 now in the ball game. Makes it 43-21 with 5:10 on the clock. Hatchets bring the ball up court. Got it on the left side. Miller drives into the lane. Oh, tried to leave it with Welton. Sam Welton is number 30 for the Hatchets. Pass, though, out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Might be a break there for the Hatchets. Landon Miller looking to trigger it in. Still looking. Finds Wuchik in the corner. Matt tries to bounce it back, and the pass is taken away by Goldsboro, but his outlet pass is batted down. But Barron goes to the floor to save it for the Eagles. Ahead to Tisch. Great pass ahead to Smith, and Gavin Smith lays it up and in on the left side.
It's tough. He caught that bounce pass right in stride and stuck it up.
4:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Working on the side with it is Kinkler. Sends it out top. Back to Kinkler. Left side. They go baseline to Miller. Miller spins. He's under the basket, but a nice pass to Wuchik. His high arcing shot is no good as it was a little strong. And Jackson Tisch with the rebound again for the Eagles. 4:20 to play in the contest as Tisch slows things down across the timeline. Gets a screen from Barron on the right side. Goes to the right wing. Loads up a 3. It's a little strong. Rebound Wuchik. He hands it off and running it up court is Jordan Wittenberg. Nice look underneath to Welton, and Sam Welton sticks it up and in. 6'2" sophomore's first points of the ball game. Makes it 45-23. 4 minutes to play in the contest as Smith spins out top, leaves it with Barron. Barron goes to Tisch on the left side. His pass is batted down by Jordan Wittenberg and picked up by Colin Kinkler. Outlet a pass ahead to Wuchik. His shot no good. Got his own rebound, hands it off to Welton. He'll put it up and in.
So he didn't get a basket, but he got an assist.
That's right, and Welton finished it off for his 4th point, and some hustle out of the second string, so to speak, for the Hatchets here. Makes it 45-25 with 3:30 on the clock. There's a lob pass inside to Barron. He caught it, but they said he caught it because he shoved off.
That's Barron's 4th, and that is just the 2nd turnover on the Eagles in the quarter.
But an offensive foul, so no free throws on the 7th foul of the half for the Eagles. And the Hatchets will rock it up court with Klinkler. Leaves it on the side to Miller. Landon holds. Now puts it on the floor. Goes to the center circle where he's guarded closely by Forbes. Now circles away from him. Gets to the left baseline. Leans in. Shot good. Landon Miller with a strong move. Has 3 points now in the ball game. Makes it 45-27. 3 minutes to play in this 7th place contest in the NTC tournament. 2 more games to go in the afternoon session. Goldsboro lifts the pass across the Barron. He's on the left side. Gets it out top to Pruitt. Pruitt tries to drive in, and he's called for an offensive foul.
Well, okay.
Coach Greg Fiesel's seen enough. He's going to take time out. Even though his club's up by 18, he doesn't like the way they're playing. With 2:50 to play in the 4th quarter, it is St. Elmo Brownstown 45 and Windsor Sioux Strong 27. High School Hoops on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
As you age, what's really important to you? Travel, independence, hobbies, creating memories with your grandkids? When your mobility is preventing you from doing the things you love, it's time to do something about it. Visit one of our top nationally ranked orthopedists and learn how our world-class technology can restore your mobility. Don't give up on the things you love. Call Sarah Bush Lincoln Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and the Benuti Clinic today. Learn more at sarahbush.org.
After the timeout, the Hatchets brought it up court. They took it to the baseline, tried to kick it out to the wing, and the pass slipped through and got out of bounds for the 2nd turnover for the Hatchets here this quarter. Eagles bring it up court. Goldsboro leaves it on the side with Smith. Now into Goldsboro. Tried to catch and shoot all at once. Finally got control of the ball. Turns, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. Goldsboro will head to the line with 2:26 to play in the contest.
Matt Wujcik gets the foul. His first. Still just 6, though, on the Hatchets, but this was a shooting foul.
Goldsboro puts the shot up, around and out, no good. So he just has 18. Sorry. Just 18.
Yeah, only 2 in the second half. Has the top rebound in those, got 9 boards.
His free throw is up, left it short, rebounds loose, and it's picked up off the floor by Jordan Wittenberg. He'll get it up court for the Hatchets as he crosses the timeline, looks on the side for Welton. Welton skip pass to Wujcik. Wujcik got knocked down as Goldsboro went for the steal. Didn't get it, but he did get Wujcik.
He certainly did. Goldsboro's 3rd. Now we're shooting foul shots.
South Central fans making their way into the gymnasium. North Clay fans doing the same as they'll sort out the consolation championship after this one. Wujcik's free throw on the 1-and-1 is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounds loose. Smith has it for the Eagles. He's hassled, though, and a foul is committed. And that's going against the Hatchets. About 90 feet from their basket.
Yes. Landon Miller's 3rd foul. And now both teams are in the bonus.
Trey Sayers, 6'2 junior, going to check in for the first time. He will replace Sam Welton. Coach Bob Lockhart says, sit right here. I want to talk with you a little bit. Meanwhile, Smith at the line again for the Eagles. Puts that one up. No good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Wujcik had the rebound, but he's stripped by Forbes. Forbes tries to make a pass. It's tipped. Almost went into the basket. But then it's claimed. And finally, we've got a foul whistled against the Eagles as they try to get it back. Kinkler had grabbed it, and someone from St. Elmo Brownstown fouled.
Yeah, it's Gavin Smith, and that's his 4th. So he and Barron each have 4 now. But I think they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, 2:04 on the clock, 45-27. They'd led by as many as 22. currently leading by 18, but we've got a couple of free throws now as it's double bonus. Kinkler's free throw off the heel of the rim, no good. Colin will try again.
Grandfather's sitting over there. He's been messing with my Cubs hat all week.
Yeah, he flipped it over upside down again for you.
I know.
There's Kinkler's free throw. It's up and good. So he has his first tournament point, and it's 45-28, 2 minutes to play. Smith,
I think he's got anger disorders. Gene Kinkler. Messing with the hat all the time.
Minute 53 on the clock. Forbes drives into the lane, shuffles a pass underneath, picked up by Goldsboro. Can't get the shot to go, and then he fights to get the rebound, but Wuchik had him blocked out, and there's the foul.
And that's the fourth on Goldsboro. So it's a good thing for the Eagles. This game's going to end pretty quick because they got 3 kids with 4 fouls now.
And we walk to the other end for some more free throws. Matt Wuchik, 6'1 senior, puts the first one up off the back of the rim and bounces high and drops through. So he gets his first point of the day. He has 3 tournament points thus far. Next one's up, around, and out, no good. And Goldsboro secures the rebound. I believe that gives him a double-double.
That's his 10th.
He pushes it ahead with a nice pass. They got it ahead to Forbes. He looked in for Barron. Barron's shot's no good. Rebound, Windsor Stu Straws. Kinkler brings it up court. Circles it off to Wittenberg. He stumbled in the lane and got called for a double dribble. Turnover for a third.
Ran out. Got too many fingers there.
Arguing with myself there.
No, it's my bad. I had a trigger mechanism problem there. 3 instead of 4.
Hatch would say, yeah, just 3. We want to keep them turnover numbers down a little bit.
Down to 11, and boy, that's lots better than a couple of games this tournament.
Oh, nice pass. They worked it into Barron. Barron was double teamed, got it over to Goldsboro, who sticks it up and in for his 20th point of the ball game. Now an outlet pass intended for Sayers is a little hard to handle. Went off of him out of bounds, and that'll be the 4th turnover for the Hatches.
They were prognosticating. Had a premonition.
47-29. Pruitt bringing it up court. Ball knocked loose, and a foul or out of bounds. Which are they going to go?
I think just out of bounds.
Apparently Sayers touched it last, so it'll be St. Elmo Brownstown. Might have been one of those where if it was a different situation, could have been a foul. But with a minute left, it's out of bounds to the Eagles. They get it in. Now back to Forbes. He loads up a 3. Around and out, no good. But Forbes got fouled out top as they challenged the shot. And Ian will head to the line for 3 free throws.
He got dumped. The foul is on Trey Sayers, his first.
Alex Higgs goes to the scorer's table. He's going to check in. Also, Brady Maxey will come in as the first free throw was missed by Forbes. Looks like also into the ball game will be David Stein. After this free throw is good for Forbes. So he has his first point in the ball game. As 4 Eagles sit down. Forbes is going to stay out there. Caden Tisch returns as well. I think that's everybody on the court at the moment. And this free throw for Forbes is good. So he goes 2 of 3 at the line. He has his first 2 points, and it's 49-29, under a minute to play. Hatchett, Jordan Wittenberg handling out top, leaves it with Kinkler. Kinkler passes it out top to Sayers, around to Wittenberg, who looks inside for Wojcik. Knocked loose, though, by Tisch and picked up out of there by the Eagles. Stein, a great outlet ahead to Maxey. Left-handed layup, though, is no good. Rebound taken down by Miller. He gets it across the timeline with 30 seconds on the clock. Leaves it with Kinkler after he had a little trouble. And Kinkler goes back to Miller. 24 seconds to play as Miller's just holding. Now gets it over to Sayers. Sayers is going to try to drive from the wing. Ball knocked loose by Forbes and eventually picked up by Maxey. They get it to Stein, and Stein's going to slow things down, and I think that's going to do it. He crosses the timeline. That's all he really needs to do. Hatchett's back off. Stein picks up the dribble. He's just holding, waiting for the clock to expire. And there it is. The opening game of the day goes to the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles with a 49-29 victory over Windsor Stu Straws. As we'll come back with the post-game show, get you your stats, and get you set for the next one. Consolation Championship between South Central and North Clay. That's ahead here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com. Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois Postgame Show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
We welcome you back to Altamont High School, home of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament, where St. Elmo Brownstown just picked up a victory over Windsor Sioux Straws. Final score in that one was 49-29. Game that St. Elmo Brownstown led the whole way. They got out to a big lead, led by 14-0. Eventually came out of the first quarter with a 16-2 advantage. Scored 8 more points in the second quarter, 15 in the third and 10 in the fourth, for their total of 49. And again, Windsor Sioux Straws had quarters of 2, 8, 8, and 11 for their total of 29. Andy Goldsboro led all scorers for the Eagles. He finished with 20. Jacob Barron had 12. 5 points for Gavin Smith, 6 for Jackson Tish, 4 for Brighton Pruitt, and 2 points for Ian Forbes rounds out the scoring. Caden Tish, Alex Higgs, David Stein, Brady Maxey, they all played in this one for the Eagles. For Bob Lockhart's club, the Windsor Sioux Straws Hatchets, they were led by Sam Vonderheide with 7 points. Gavin Wernsing and Eli Howard each had 5 points. 3 points for Landon Miller, 2 points for Riley Walden. Jordan Wittenberg, Colin Kinkler, and Matt Wuchik each had a free throw for their 1 point. Parker Dumzalski, and Austin Wittenberg, Trey Sayers, and I don't believe I mentioned Sam Welton. He had 4 points in the ball game. Got to make sure I get him mentioned as well, as he came off the bench with those 4 points. So it was a victory for the Eagles, 49-29 in our opening contest. North Clay and South Central are warming up on the floor below us. We'll have some stats from Greg. We'll also see if we can catch the coaches as well from the first game here on the postgame show on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
All right, we're back here at Altamont, and the final score, again, a win for the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles. They get the victory by a count of 49-29. One of those days where the lid just wouldn't come off for the Hatchets no matter what they tried. 11 out of 42 from the field today. 4 of 22 in the first half, a little better in the second half, 7 out of 20. So 11 of 42 on the day. They were 2 of 13 on their threes. 5 out of 13 from the line, not particularly good either. 14 turnovers, and 6 of those came in the fourth quarter, so not bad as far as hanging on to the basketball. 20 rebounds today for the Hatchets, 11 in the second half. St. Elmo Brownstown shot the ball pretty well, 20 out of 46. That's 46.7%. They were 10 of 22 in the first half, 10 of 24 in the second half. They also did not shoot the ball at the line well. 6 out of 15, that's just 40%. 15 turnovers, 8 the second half, 30 rebounds. They had 15 rebounds each half, and they were 3 for 7 on threes. As far as the individual numbers, for Windsor Stew Straws, Jordan Wittenberg was 0 for 6 from the field. He was 1 for 2 from the line, though, for his only point, and had 2 rebounds. Parker Domzalski was 0 for 3 from the field. Samuel Vonderheide, 3 out of 10 from the field, and missed a couple of foul shots. He had 7 points, and he had 6 rebounds. Gavin Wernsing was 2 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line for his 5 points with a board. Austin Wittenberg, 0 for 5 from the field, but he did have a rebound. Eli Howard was 2 for 3 from the field for his 5 points with 4 rebounds. Landon Miller was 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line for 3 points with 4 rebounds. Riley Walden 1 for 3 from the field for his 2 points. Trey Sayers got to play. Colin Kinkler was 1 for 2 from the line for his 1 point. Matt Wujcik 0 for 2 from the field and 1 for 3 from the line for his 1 point with 2 rebounds. And Sam Welton got those 2 buckets late for his 4 points. 2, 8, 8, and 11 for Windsor's Stew Straws is 29 points, and they wrap up the tournament 10 and 15. And before I talk about St. Elmo Brownstown, let's talk to their coach. Greg Feasels joined us here on the post-game show. So we'll visit with Greg. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That was start-to-finish win, too. Those are rare.
Yes. Yeah, finally. We've put things together the way we needed to. So it was nice to get back a loss we had to them early here, just not lately. And I thought the kids played pretty well today.
Yeah. Good job pounding the ball inside, I thought. When you can get Barron and Goldsboro working together inside, man, that's a load.
Yeah, we just ran our sets for them, and we kind of drew out things for them step by step of what we needed for a number of possessions, and it worked pretty good for us today. And when we can get it in there and start working our way in and out, and it works pretty good. And we ran our continuity stuff pretty well today. Got some layups off of it, so I was just pleased with how we came out. We've had just a little shaky here and there, and a little uneven play. And I thought, we got a little sloppy there at the end, but sometimes as kids they get that way when they look at that scoreboard and say, well, we're up 25, and all of a sudden it gets sloppy.
And individually here, Goldsboro 20 and 10 today. That's a nice number.
Yeah, I told him at the first year I expected a double-double player, and he can be that way.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he had 10 today, but that's when he does that, we play well. And I thought he had some really aggressive rebounds for us.
Mm-hmm.
Things that he does but doesn't do all the time, but I'll take him now. It looked pretty good.
And Jacob Barron, he's big. There's no denying that. He's big, but he uses it to his advantage.
Yeah, I thought he had some rough catches today.
Yeah.
Where our guards threw him some passes like, wow. But he gets that big old paw up there, and I tell you what, he's a load. I'm glad I don't have to guard him. That's all I can tell you.
Absolutely. He ended up with good numbers today. Had 6 boards. Gavin Smith's a kid. For his size, he gets a lot of rebounds.
Well, he's really come along for us. I didn't know, honestly, didn't even expect him to play any varsity this year. And he just kept getting better and better and better. And we had an injury here and there. And sometimes when you go out of the ball game with an injury or sickness, the other people step in. And he stepped in, and he's just hard-nosed, and that's what we got to have. I mean, I thought with him and Ian up on the top, Forbes, I thought those 2 boys at the top of our zone was pretty active for us.
Absolutely. And speaking of Ian Forbes, that's a kid who comes in and you don't miss a beat.
No, he's a very smart kid, very smart, and take some pressure off Brighton, and Brighton needs to come off and go to these sides and be more of a 2-guard type guy, and he knows that, but he's doing, I kind of feel bad for him at times because he's having to handle the basketball when I know that he's a better ball player off the ball.
Yeah.
But he's doing something for a team purpose, and that's good. I get on him, and he knows that, but, he's a senior point guards, and you ask any coach, they take the brunt of the blow. They really do.
You bet. Jackson Fish got you a couple of threes, and, I mean, that's job one for him.
Yes, that's what he's supposed to do. And if we can get him some dribble drives and kicks, then we do pretty good with that. But we got some things to work on, but it's a lot better than I've seen. I mean, you can go to practice all you want, but you got to do it out here on this floor. And I thought the kids really were focused for us today.
So that's 14 wins and 5 games above 500, and got a couple of weeks yet to fine-tune some things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're probably come regional time. We may be, playing right here again. That's why I told Ryan Becchio, I said, this is our home floor. I think we're going to play 8 games, potentially 8 games here. That's more than we play in our own gym. So, I hope we come over here and get a good draw. And you just, postseason time comes. I've told the boys, I don't care what the records are, things happen. And we'll be ready for it. And hopefully, we got some tough ball games. We got Diedrich coming up. We got Altamont. We got Cumberland's playing well. I mean, and let alone our rest of our NTC schedule. So who knows? We'll just have to. I'm glad with the 14 wins. We've had some losses I wish we wouldn't have had, but you always have those.
Sure. Always a pleasure, Greg. Thanks for the visit.
Thanks a lot.
You bet. Eagles coach Greg Fiesel. Appreciate him coming up and joining us for the post-game visit as St. Elmo Brownstown gets a 20-point win this morning and this afternoon. Let's bring in Bob Lockhart. We'll chat with him about this one. There you go. Well, I tell you, when the ball won't go in, what are you going to do?
Well, yeah, and you're going to have those, and that's what we talked about a little bit. It was a tough morning, and I was concerned about this, but that's the thing. I was more disappointed probably at the defending and rebounding issue. That's where it always starts, no matter what team you are or what team you have, and shots come and go, and then frustration sets in, and that's part of the process of growing up and learning how to play through that. But we got to look forward and move forward. That's what you try to teach young people, that you got to move on sometimes and look forward, not look backwards, and those type of things. So take what we didn't do, work on that, what's fixable, leave everything else alone, and keep working on the process of getting better.
Yeah, and you've got so much potential, and I know coaches sometimes get tired of waiting on potential to be realized, but
I'm not. My father taught me a long time ago where you find that word in the dictionary, and you keep betting on potential, you keep betting on it, then all of a sudden you know what's going to happen to you. You got it's not that I know, it's I do, and those things. But you're right. I like what I see in our guys. I'm a little bit disappointed in this week. Being honest with you, I thought we were going to have more of this in the course of the season. So up to this week, I've been very positive about this group, the way we've gone about it. We've hit that little stag. We climbed so quick early, and now we've hit that little plateau, that grind of the season, and you got to find a way to get through that, and that's what we got to keep working on. But not very happy.
I know, and I understand that, and I respect that. Boy, Gavin Wernsing, I think that eventually he is going to be a whale of a player.
Well, the thing I'm going to say about Gavin, over all his attributes and how he plays and does all those things, one, he's brutally honest, and number two, he's a good communicator. I can ask and talk to him. He's got a feel for it. In those things. And then about his play, probably what I like the most about his play, especially on the offensive end, he sees people. He recognizes, he sometimes gets frustrated and says, the heck, I'm going to try to score this, the bull in the China concept. Yeah. But he makes passes and sees things, and I appreciate that about him. It's going to be all about, how he progresses and, that body change as you mature and those things, but he's got a great feel for the game. But more importantly, just a quality young man, and he's very coachable. So I appreciate you saying something about him.
Well, and then you've got Vonderheide, you got the twins, and you see all this coming together, and it's going to be fun.
Well, it's a game of skills, and, it's tough when you're playing at a fast rate. I felt like the last few ball games we've been playing teams that we haven't been comfortable with the pace of the game at times. And when you're thinking about a skill when you play, sometimes that costs you. And So hopefully from their maturity and getting to play more and experience this. But like I told them down there when we got done, gentlemen, it's not going to get easier. You got Pana coming Tuesday, which is one of the better Class 2A schools in the area. And that's everybody that we're playing right now is at a level. That's where these kids want to be. But you got to do the right things to get there. We just can't bet on getting older.
Yeah.
You know, so again, we appreciate it. You love this tournament. I can't say enough about the job that Jerry and Peggy and all their staff here and everything, and you guys add to it. And it's top notch. And we, you know, the game tonight and the championship ought to be a dandy. And I've told the kids that's where you want to try to get at some point in time. So we got to keep looking forward.
Exactly. Bob, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Good
Stay
to
out
see
of
you
camp.
again. Thank
you
you.
bet. Bob Lockhart, always good to get to visit with our old friend. Again, the final score, 49-29. I hadn't gotten through the Windsor Stew Straws individual numbers. Let me run through those real quickly. Well, no, I hadn't got the SEB numbers because that's when Greg got here. Andy Goldsboro had a great day. 9 out of 17 from the field, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Brighton Pruitt had 4 points, couple of rebounds. Jacob Barron, 6 of 11 from the field, so a dozen points for him with 5 rebounds. Neither team shot well at the line today. Gavin Smith was 1 for 6 from the field, but he did have 9 rebounds. Caden Tisch got to play. Jackson Tisch hit a couple of threes with a couple of boards. Ian Forbus, 2 for 3 from the line with a couple of rebounds, and other young'uns got to play. For Windsor Stew Straws, Jordan Wittenberg 0 for 6 from the field, but he get a foul shot down, had a couple of boards. Parker Domzowski missed 3 shots. Samuel Vonderheide, 3 out of 10 with 6 rebounds, though. Gavin Wernsing, 2 out of 4 from the field, and he had 5 because he got a foul shot down, had a rebound. Austin Wittenberg, 0 for 5, but he did have a rebound. Eli Howard, 5 points and 4 rebounds. Landon Miller had 3 points with 4 boards. And 2 points for Riley Walden. And again, Sam Welton got those 2 buckets and a foul shot apiece for Colin Kinkler and Matt Wujcik. So 49-29 the final. Matt's back. He has the starters for the next one. Our consolation championship game between North Clay and South Central on the way